likes, subscribe.
AJ Brown on the trade block, Mike Vrabel.
As long as I'm the head coach, I love AJ professionally, personally. You know, as long as I'm the coach here, I would want to have AJ Brown on my football team.
John Robinson is the reason why the Tennessee Titans are still struggling. John Robinson was hired in 2016 by controlling owner Amy Adams Strunk. General manager at the time, Rustin Webster. Rustin Webster was a horrible general manager. He came from Seattle, and he just wasn't any good. When John Robinson came in, he literally took the Titans by storm because they went from 3-13 to 9-7 in just one season. After the 2017 season, John Robinson makes a big move by firing Mike Mularkey. I was never a big fan of Mularkey. I never liked him. A lot of people did. I did not. Especially his coordinators. I mean, Terry Robusky, I can't remember. He was the worst offensive coordinator the Titans ever had. John Robinson, at first, I really liked him as our general manager. 2016, the Titans only won 3 games. Just a few years later in 2019, they're in the AFC Championship, the City Chiefs, who went on to win the Super Bowl. Following year in 2020, the Titans went 11-5. They were one of the best teams in the league. Following year, we were the number 1 seed. First time that I can remember since the Titans were the number 1 seed. John Robinson and Mike Vrabel together seemed like a pair that was working really well. John Robinson changed them pretty quick into a competitive team. I do have to give him that. He also made some very dumb decisions. He drafted Isaiah Wilson, a right tackle from Georgia, turned out to be the biggest bust in NFL history. Everybody says Ryan Leaf, but Ryan Leaf actually played more than 3 NFL snaps. When John Robinson brought in Julio Jones to be on the other side of AJ Brown, I was excited, and so were a lot of other people. Now, even though that it didn't work out like we all hoped, we were all very excited. I remember the Twitter, everybody was saying how awesome this is going to be. This is superstardom with AJ and Julio. Everybody was excited. Everybody was talking about it. And then when it didn't work out so good, everybody was like, oh, this was stupid, dumb move, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you got to support it. If you're excited at first and just because it doesn't work out, you can't back yourself and be like, stupid ass for doing this. We all knew at the time Julio Jones wasn't really Julio Jones, but we thought with him on another side, you still have to keep an eye on him because he's still Julio Jones, and he also made a pretty damn good catch for us. John Robinson was horrible at roster management. I mean, just horrible at it. Still, the Titans were very competitive under him. As the Titans general manager, they never had a losing season. He never had a losing season as being the Titans general manager. I truly believe that a Super Bowl was going to happen very soon, especially when we had the number 1 seed that one year. Oh my goodness. I was like, we are going to the Super Bowl. Every year we're competing. Every year we're up with the best teams and beating them in the regular season. 2019 season, I look back, we only went 9-7, but we went and beat Brady and the Patriots in January. They've only lost like 4 or 5 times in the last 20 years in New England in January, and we did it. Tom Brady's last game as a Patriot, we beat his ass. Those few years was awesome. And then, yeah.
Massive move has taken place. The Titans are trading wide receiver A.J. Brown to the Eagles. Per Adam Schefter.
This is an absolute disaster for the Tennessee Titans. You have to wonder if the general manager has been abducted. Do we need to put out a missing persons report for Titans general manager John Robinson?
The Titans traded A.J. Brown. I about lost it. I about lost my mind. I initially tweeted out, John Robinson, send him to Philly with him in the trade. John Robinson's going.
Just couldn't draft a wide receiver for years. In John Robinson, they trust, but man, I mean,
John Robinson makes the move that literally destroyed the Tennessee Titans and has affected the Titans to this day. There was a lot of rumors in the offseason about the trade of A.J. Brown. I thought there was no way in hell that was going to happen. If the Titans trade A.J. Brown, I am no longer going to be a Titans fan. That's kind of the stuff I was saying. That's ridiculous. I thought in a million years that would not happen, especially with John Robinson. Still don't know why in a million years John Robinson thought it was a good idea to trade superstar wide receiver A.J. Brown to the Philadelphia Eagles. This hurt the Titans so bad, it affected them to this day. I do believe this trade goes down as the worst trade in NFL history. So John Robinson traded A.J. Brown to the Philadelphia Eagles. Later that year, the Titans have to go and play the Eagles. He knew for a fact A.J. Brown was going to put on a show. 2 days after that game, after recently signing an extension, John Robinson was fired. Everybody knows John Robinson was fired because of the A.J. Brown trade. I truly believe that move that night in Las Vegas, when John Robinson made that call to trade A.J. Brown to the Eagles, destroyed the Titans so bad it affects them to this day. One decision destroyed them. John Robinson is 100% the reason why the Titans are still suffering. It's going to take years for the Titans to get back on track. We can all hope for next year and the next year and the next year, but it's going to be years before the Titans are competitive again. That's it. Subscribe.